Baldur's Gate 3 has already amassed over 800,000 players, and it has shown us that the ideal of gaming isn't centered around business, but around bear sex. No, hear me out. Now listen to this. What that means is that if you can have sex with a bear, what can't you do in the game? This sends a very strong message. I mean, Larian didn't even do aggressive marketing for this game. They just promise quality. And people flock to it because they are tired of the invisible walls given to us in these other live service games. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm actually a fan of live service games, and I do think they have the potential to be better than Baldur's Gate 3, Legend of Zelda, and even, well, Elden Ring. But that's a talk for another time. It feels like we've passed the Renaissance age of gaming. There aren't really companies, or too many of them, that get us excited like they used to. Remember whenever a studio would announce something and just their name alone would give you chills and make you want to give them all their money? Like Blizzard, BioWare, Bethesda. I can't think of any other B starting companies. It just doesn't feel that way anymore. It's crazy because we're kind of playing things backwards now. It seems like the less we know about a game, the more excited everyone gets about it. And that's because there always seems to be a catch of some sort. It's bad enough how addicting video games are, and now they're trying to change our spending habits with microtransactions and battle passes. I mean, hell, all Larian Studios had to do was say how there won't be any future charges on the game and you're getting the complete package already. And everybody freaks out and cheers in thunderous applause. And on the other hand, you have CD Projekt Red kind of giving a lot of copium where they're saying, oh, the launch of Cyberpunk wasn't that bad. People just made it worse than it actually was. If I've learned anything from all the successful content creators out there, I think Asmongold puts it best, and its content is king.
Well, here's the reason why people hate me. It's because I'm loud, I'm abrasive, I'm aggressive, I am very confident in anything I say.
It means just make something good and people will buy it. People will go to it. Of course, that's definitely easier said than done, but when you have companies treating their games like a business storefront and not an actual sandbox playground, then you have situations where the players themselves just get forgotten. And a lack of bear sex. No, really think about it. No, not that. Think about a live service game that you've participated in and there's been an issue with it that you don't like, or probably a bunch of other people don't like as well, and there's a bunch of complaints, but it never gets fixed. Also think about that same game and how fast they're able to roll out new skins or new ways to spend your money on that game. I mentioned before Elden Ring and Legend of Zelda, and these games relate to Baldur's Gate 3, and not in the sense of bear sex, but in the sense of freedom. They let us play the game how we want to play it. Is where they've created a world that gives us multiple uses of agency. Now, I'm not saying open world games are the best types of game or the only way to make games. One could argue God of War is a linear type of game, and that offers plenty and and is just as fulfilling to play. The same could go for Spider-Man. Even though it's open world, there's not as much agency on how you play as Spider-Man, but it is still a fulfilling game to play because the quality of the game is good. It's you play it and you can spend all day playing those games and not feel like you've wasted your time. I myself have already put 30 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. And all I want to do is finish making this video and go back and binge playing it some more. Thought this game would be too much of a niche for a lot of people. But it turns out if you put out something good, whether it's a niche or not, people are going to play it. People are going to want the bear sex. Until next time, play nice. Hey, I'm Mario. I like playing video games, watching movies, and Dungeons and Dragons. If you keep getting me in your suggested videos, or you're watching this video right here, consider subscribing. It goes a long way. Thank you.